Coach, thanks. It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 951, 951. Let's go, D.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I'm going to come back to you. Rush in, rush in. Greystone, travel. Hey, echo.
2nd and 5. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Williams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility. And we walked up.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Right there, 54 miles. Been a long day for
you. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Joe Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Wilson. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. 23 yards, the final tally.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now this throw caught left side, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Mixon running right. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. Bullock's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
51, Mike!
Here's 2nd and 8. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Aaron Lynch showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. They'll set up to throw. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Line 90. 50 seconds to mine. I smell fear.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's taken in by Callaway. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now it's Wilson. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd down, Wilson. It's complete to Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They go back to the ground now with Minson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Alex Collins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now Callaway on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Looking to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benny Logan jets in for the sack. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Wilson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Okafor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Wilson. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Come off the ball. Watch 98. 98.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Jaguars 23, round 7.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. This is Coleman with a grab. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll drop the throw. And the grab by Croft. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught by Coleman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted But it winds up falling incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Mixon with a first down carry. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 44, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Jaguars.
Wilson now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Returnable here for Callaway. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 22. Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Wilson to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 22 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Wilson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 57.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On first down, Mixon. 11 more on that one and another first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Wilson gives to Collins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Jaguars, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year.